in Redmond from the Department of Social Development, and this is her first television interview, and I was saying to her there, we've cracked it, we've got her smiling now, which is good. She was saying she had no notes today, and I suggested to her she doesn't need notes because it's all in your heart, because this is something you're very, very keen about. You're very, 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 very dedicated
Well,
to.
it's my job, and I must say I do enjoy my job.
Yeah. Now, today, the Department of Social Development has a community benefits roadshow at the library.
That's right.
What's that about?
Well, basically, what we're doing, we're encouraging people to take up benefits. So we are, and it's really another way. There's a lot of campaigns ongoing at the moment. The Make the Call campaign, which encourages people to phone up for telephone advice.
Yes.
And that's a free phone number: 0800 232 1271, or you can text check to 66101. However, there's a lot of people out there who don't like using the telephone for this type of thing. Yeah. And they do like face-to-face contact.
So they can drift into you today.
They can drift into us today, and we're in Uri Library today from 10 o'clock to 3.
Oh, sure, look, there'll be a world of opportunity there.
That's it. And if you can't make it today, we're also in Warrenpoint Town Hall tomorrow, or we're in Bestbrook Community Centre.
Where is your base? Where are you based?
Well, I'm based over in Uri Jobs and Benefits Office.
Oh, well, you're over in the Brew, as we used to call it years ago.
That's it, exactly.
But there's a whole uprising at the moment of interest in jobs and in careers and in education and in employment and taking up benefits. The government has got its skates on, big time.
Oh, indeed, indeed. But unfortunately, there's still a lot of people out there, and there is that stigma attached to benefits as well. And certainly in this economic climate now at the moment, it is very difficult for people, in finding employment, and it's very hard sometimes for people to approach us. And that's why...
Is it pride, a false pride?
There is a pride, and that's why we like to get out into the community. And, today is a great example, today in Uri Library, where we can actually get out to people. People mightn't even have heard about it. If people are just passing, that's why we use the like of the library, that we can get people off guard.
And they'll come in without thinking too much about it.
Exactly.
You see, my observation would be that for people who are in need of benefits, that there's a structure in place for a very good reason, because society wants it to be there, and the economy is centered on that being one of the building blocks within the economy. So there's nothing to be frightened of.
Not a thing, not a thing. And as I say, there's such a range of benefits now available. And so many people are not aware of it. Sometimes people think maybe because they've got land or they've got a wee bit of savings, that they're not entitled. But that's not necessarily the case anymore. And that's why we would always encourage people either to come into Uri Library today, Warrenpoint Town Hall tomorrow, Bestbrook Community Centre on Monday, or even, as I say, that Make the Call campaign, where they can just use the telephone, a free phone number, 0800 232 1271, to have a benefit check.
I'm going to tell people that number again. 0800
232.
Don't rush. 0800 232
1271.
271. That's the benefit helpline. 0800 232 1271. Or drop into the Uri Library today. That would be the thing. So what kind of benefits might an old fellow like me of 70 be entitled to?
Well, there's a broad range of social security benefits. And again, that would depend on your situation. There's means-tested benefits. There's benefits if you've health problems, things like that. There's also help maybe with rates, housing benefit. And there's also not even just benefits as such. The warm home scheme, boiler replacement, and things like that.
Yeah. When do we get the winter fuel allowance?
Well,
is it on its way?
It's on its way very shortly. The majority of people should have that before Christmas.
And can I say, if there are people out there who don't need it, don't be giving it back to David. And he was ringing me there, David Cameron, wondering would we give it back if we don't need it. If we don't need it at my age, we're going to give it to the St. Vincent de Paul Society in Uri. That's a good thing to do, without a doubt. So I hope he doesn't mind, and I'll talk to him later and make sure it's okay. And that's the whole thing. So all of that's there, and it's amazing that people don't pick up on it, though, because it's their entitlement.
That's it, exactly. But as I say, even sometimes people are surviving on what they are receiving. But as I say, so many people are surviving there on the bare minimum, and if they're doing that, as I say, that pride is still there, that they'll not lift that phone to see if there are any further entitlements to make themselves that wee bit more comfortable.
Well, I have to say, you make me very comfortable. And I would have no trouble going in to see this lady in the library today and asking the relevant questions about benefits. So I'd like to thank you for coming in.
No problem. Thank you very much.
It wasn't as bad as the dentist, was it?
No.
It wasn't too bad at all. It's lovely to see you.
Thank you very much.
Catherine Redmond from the Department of Social Development, and you're off to Newry Library now.
I am indeed.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Niall.
Go well. God
Thank
bless
you.
you. Music Maestro.